Have you ever felt the weight of the world on your shoulders, wondering if you could make it through? Moments like these are when we all need an anchor, something unchanging, a light that guides us through even the darkest storms. And that's where God's promises come in. They're not just words on a page. They are living reminders that we're never alone. Today on Smile at the World TV, let's journey through these divine promises together and discover how they can bring courage, peace, and hope to every challenge we face. God's promise of constant presence, Isaiah 41:10. Let's start with a promise that speaks directly to our deepest fears and anxieties. In Isaiah 41:10, God says, "Fear not, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." Imagine for a moment being held securely and lovingly. This promise is God's way of saying, you don't have to do this alone. My strength is your strength. God's presence surrounds us like a warm embrace. Even when it feels like the world is crumbling, He's with us. He lifts us up, steadies us, and reminds us that we're stronger than we feel, not because of our own power, but because of His unfailing love. Take a deep breath and let these words settle into your soul. Fear not, for I am with you. This isn't just reassurance. It's a call to lean into God's unwavering support, no matter the situation. We don't walk alone. Let His strength carry us forward, one step at a time. God's promise of provision, Philippians 4:19. Many of us worry about having enough, whether it's enough resources, strength, or even hope. Philippians 4:19 speaks directly to this fear with these comforting words. "And my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of His glory in Christ Jesus." Not just some needs, but all of them. Provision may come in different forms. Sometimes, God provides through a friend's kindness, a renewed sense of purpose, or even the strength to endure. His promise reminds us to trust, not just in the what, but in the how. God knows what we need before we even ask. Even when life feels uncertain, God's promise of provision reminds us to release control and trust in His abundance. He meets our needs in ways we can't foresee, sometimes through simple gifts like peace, joy, or the comfort of loved ones. These moments are whispers of His love, reminders that He's taking care of us in every way. God's promise of peace, John 14:27. In times of uncertainty, peace can feel elusive, but in John 14:27, Jesus offers us a powerful assurance. "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid." This isn't just any peace. It's a divine peace that surpasses all understanding. It's the kind of peace that settles within us, even when everything around us is chaotic. This promise invites us to release our worries, to allow God's calm to replace our fears. Jesus' peace isn't a temporary escape. It's a lasting calm that stands firm, no matter what. When life's storms hit, His peace is like a fortress, steady and unmoving. As we go through life, let's remember that this peace is ours to claim, a gift waiting for us to accept. In the stillness, we find Him, and in Him, we find peace. God's promise of His unfailing love, Jeremiah 31:3. We all long to feel truly loved, to be seen, known, and accepted. And in Jeremiah 31:3, God tells us, "I have loved you with an everlasting love. I have drawn you with unfailing kindness." This love is profound, unending, a love that goes beyond what we could ever earn or lose. No matter our mistakes or shortcomings, God's love remains. It's a love that reaches us in our darkest moments, lifting us up and reminding us of our worth. Each step we take, His love walks with us. Imagine being held by a love that never fades, a love that remains steady through every season, through every trial. This promise tells us that we are deeply, unconditionally loved. Whenever you feel unworthy or alone, remember that you are held by the one whose love never wavers. His love is our foundation, our strength, and our hope. Let's live in that love, knowing that we are cherished beyond measure. God's promise to be with us always. Matthew 28:20. In Matthew 28:20, Jesus gives us a promise that brings comfort in moments of loneliness. And surely I am with you always to the very end of the age. No matter where we go, no matter how isolated we may feel, God's presence is always with us. Sometimes we feel unseen, like no one could possibly understand what we're going through. But God's promise to be with us reminds us that we're never truly alone. He is closer than we realize, a constant presence in our lives. Even in the silence, His love speaks to us, assuring us that He's by our side. The promise invites us to trust that even in our loneliness, we are not forgotten. God sees us, hears us, and stays with us every single day. His presence is the comfort we need, the reminder that we're always held, always valued, and never left behind. God's promise of strength. Philippians 4:13. There are times when life feels too heavy, when we feel too weary to keep going. But in Philippians 4:13, God reminds us, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. This isn't about our own power. It's about relying on His strength. God's strength is like a steady stream that flows into us, giving us courage and resilience to face whatever comes. When we reach the end of our strength, we find His. It's a strength that never falters, a strength that carries us through every valley, every obstacle. Let's hold on to this promise, especially in times of struggle. God's strength is our strength. With Him, we can overcome any challenge, rise above any hardship, and find hope in every step. Embracing God's promises. Every day. God's promises are a gift, woven into the very fabric of our lives. Each one is a reminder that we are loved, seen, and valued beyond measure. In every trial, in every challenge, we have these promises as our guide. Thank you for joining us here on Smile at the World TV. If these promises have touched your heart, share this message with someone who may need encouragement today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us next time as we continue exploring God's love, hope, and promises together. Remember, His promises are with us always, guiding us through every moment of our lives.